And I find it quite interesting that every time we talk about the arts, there's no way you can talk about it without talking about education.
Of
There's a
course,
bedrock there, there's a
of course.
foundation.
Of course. And when we say education, we're not necessarily referring to what is conventional, the ability to speak English and so on and so forth. And I think it's something that has to be reiterated because in the last couple of months, I've found more and more artists who don't necessarily communicate their art through English language. They do it in our very own mother tongue. I've heard poems in Hausa that I have no
That you
understanding
have
of
no
what they are
idea what they're
saying,
saying.
but somehow the rhythm, the language just catches me and pulls me along.
You know,
So
when we arrived here, Stephen said the only Hausa word he knows is zo. And zo means come. I mean, Nigerians across the country know it because we have
yeah,
wazobia, right?
right.
So I told him that anytime he hears it on the stage at KABAFEST, he should just start running towards the stage.
Oh, so that
Everybody,
I can
they'll
get
ask
booted
why,
out.
but just run. At least you'll say that you were being obedient.
Well, I will probably try that today, especially because of the next person that we're going to be listening to in just a few moments. She is the author of The Secret Lives of Baba Segi's Wives and the curator of the Cardinal Book and Arts Festival. Lola Shoneyin, an actual force of nature, a woman with laser focus on what is important. Now, this week, she spoke with us on the 2024 Kaba Fest. She spoke about last year when it didn't happen, and a part of our conversation focused on what each and every speaker, as well as what the sessions are going to give to the attendees at this year's festival, as well as, wait for it, the people of northern Nigeria as a whole. Now,
When you
this,
said wait for it, I was supposed to do drum roll.
should we run it again?
No.
Okay. Well, here is what Lola Shoneyin had to tell us regarding the people who you will meet when you're at KABAFEST 2024. Take a listen.
Yeah, there's a lot to expect this year. It's another phenomenal program that we have tried to put together for the people of Kaduna and northern Nigeria and beyond. We have writers coming in who have come in, flown in from all over the world. We try to bring as many northern Nigerian writers, especially those who are based internationally, bring them back to come and give back. So we have Abubakar Adam Ibrahim, for instance. Sada Malum Fashi has also come in from Las Vegas. We have also people from, Nigeria, beyond northern Nigeria. So, for instance, Rona Maya has arrived and she's going to be taking a course in citizen journalism. Which is with everybody on social media now, how people want to be journalists and everybody thinks they're a journalist, to be honest. But how do they do it right within, the capacity of being citizen journalists? So Kelon Habila, of course, is receiving this prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award for his contributions to letters, both in Nigeria and globally. We also have Amin Bawa Alahutia from Lagos. She's what they call the book fluencer or a bookstagrammer. And what we've decided that it would be really important to have her come and talk to young men and women in northern Nigeria, those who would also like to be able to talk about books in a really meaningful, fun, and endearing way to further support reading. So we've got people like that, but we've also got incredible speakers. So I mentioned earlier, for instance, the conversation about women in leadership, and we were very lucky to be able to get Wing Commander Hajara Bashari, who's also coming into Kaduna to speak to our young women about how important it is that they also continue to strive to occupy positions of leadership in Nigeria, but also to be able to show the guys that, look, women are capable and they need to stop, stepping outside the room when they want to have important conversations.
Preach.
Because we're here, they are ready, they are more than capable to contribute significantly to whatever those questions and the conversations are. And joining her on that panel will be Grace Yakubu, the filmmaker, but also Miriam Uwais. We're also, like I said earlier, we're talking about mental health. We're talking about Kannywood, building a culture of diversity and inclusion. And I love that panel in particular because it's going to be in Hausa. It's something that I see, I get so jealous when I'm watching the Hausa panels that we have, because that's when you see clearly that when people are expressing themselves in their indigenous languages, the vibe is different and it is beautiful to watch. So I don't understand a thing, but I just love observing the body language and the facial expressions and the passion, with which people speak. So we're also talking about the environment. We're talking about the ways in which we can build a lasting legacy in the arts in northern Nigeria. And of course, we've got a whole host of writers coming. So we've got book chats with Iwanose Odase. She's also coming from Iowa. We've got Bisia Japan from Ghana. We've got Richard Ali and his fantastic collection. And this year, we also have multiple film chats, we're calling them. So there's one called Nefa, which is about the women who spoke up, a wonderful film, Shafi Nuhu. And also the other fantastic Hawa Saleh, the poet, has also produced a documentary on surviving long COVID, because she's been really held down and it's really unfortunate, but we want to hear the story and then we get to talk to her. And we're also watching, we have Ferdinand Adimefe and his colleague. They are doing the animation adaptation of The Passport of Malam Ilya. So they are coming to talk us through that. We're watching Rebellion. Shegun Arinze is coming, Chelsea Eze and Uzi Usman. And then, of course, the star events of KABAFEST, which is the Poetry Night. We've got Mariam Buka and a whole host of incredible poets. And then Namenge and DJ Cinch are the two musicians who are going to perform for us. So the lineup is incredible.
You are listening to Nabila Usman and Stephen Imedego at KABAFEST.